Okay, I'm gonna open this present up with everyone. Here we go. Oh. After a month of waiting for the door mirrors to arrive, it's time to finally replace these janky, crusty, broken old door mirrors with some nice shiny new ones. While we're in there, let's go ahead and replace these door speakers since they're from 1995 and also crusty and non-working. After finishing up the brand new door mirrors and the brand new front door speakers, it's time to move on to the front bumper. I removed the front ARB bumper and installed my weld together bumper from Northwest Trail Industries from my old FJ80 and at a 13,000 pound winch. Found all the missing change in the world and every horror that one could find in a car. Oh, there's some more of it right down there. Ugh. What horrors lie beneath the center console? We shall soon find. Okay, I'm gonna open this present up with everyone. Did I forget something? I don't think so. No, okay. Here we go. Oh. Are you ready for this? Oh my gosh. A mouse has lived in here. Disgusting. We got lots of utensils in here. I think it's time to break out the vacuum. It's only lots of pens. There's another one. Yeah. I really need to, hang on. I gotta do something here. Okay. I think we're safer right now than we were. Oh my gosh. Oh my. So we got a fuse holder. Down here, this fine specimen. Some shoe goo. Coffee flavored. Huh. Goes along with all the coffee stains. Oh, and what do you think this oozing nastiness is right here? Ugh. I don't even want to know. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. The thing I've been waiting for the Land Cruiser is finally here. Let's do a quick unboxing of it. I know these are illegal in the UK, but we're not in the UK, we're in America. And always remember to cut away from yourself. Whoa. 2 boxes. This is in box number 1. Woo! Got some fuses. We got a switch. And we got a box. What do you think that could be? Box number 2. Got stuff flying out here. Uh-oh. Got the same kind of deal here. Got another box. Let's see what's in the box. It says harness, locker, high pinion. Oh yeah, look at that baby. That's our front. And this one is locker low pinion for the rear locker on our FZJ 80. Awesome. Can't wait to get these installed. All right, we're gonna mess around with the FJ 80. We finally got our locker wiring kit from Trail Gear. And so what we're gonna do today is we got let's see, this one is the rear locker kit. So I think we're gonna start out with the front high pinion locker. So in the kit you get a switch, and that one says front locker. And then you get a couple fuse and some fuse taps. And, excuse me, put that over there. We also have the wiring harness. So this came with 0 instructions. So I haven't looked on their website. So I think this is a fuse, if I'm not mistaken, in here. Seems like we have a lot of fuses. Let's see what this is here. Oh, a fuse. Okay. This fuse and tap, and then we got this fuse and tap. So I think you get both of these in case you have a newer than 95 vehicle. It's got the mini fuses in it. Mine has this larger fuse in it, the large, as it's called, large fuse. So we won't need this. We'll just save that for another project. I would imagine that these go down to the locker, but I am going to have to go check out to see if they've actually got any info. So on the harness, you've got this is for your switch right here. This is your switch side. This is your power and ground side, and switched ignition, I imagine. And there's a fuse on there. A lot of fuses. All right, we've got our front locker wiring harness spread out here. This is the This is the end right here that goes down to the front locker. So what I did, decided I didn't want to tear apart the whole dash and run it out. So what I'm going to do, I've got this grommet right here. I'm going to run everything out, the front and rear locker wiring. And I'll just run the front locker up across here, the firewall, and then down. And then for the rear locker, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to run across, down, and then we're going to follow the frame rail back to the back and get it plugged in. These harnesses came with no instruction at all, so that's kind of disappointing to me, in my opinion. So what I called them up anyway, and the guy I talked to didn't even know how to hook them up, and they don't come with instructions. So I guess, so I think this side here hooks up to your battery. So I'm going to run both harnesses together out to the positive wire here on the battery. And then this other side, the smaller side, is supposed to be, I imagine, switched. And then the white wire is for ground. And so I'm going to just go ahead and we're going to, if you can see up here, there's the hole up there. And we're just going to run the wire harnesses through there. And then I am going to stick the switches in here and tear apart the dash. Okay, so here's what we got done right now. We've got the battery hookup run through the firewall, and we've got our locker wiring connections run through the firewall as well. So I'm just going to take and run the locker connections across the firewall now, and then we will hook up the switches and the rest of the wiring here. I do believe that these little guys go to switched ignition. You could probably just have them hot all the time as well if you wanted. Not sure how that would work out. And then these two white wires here, since we've got front and rear lockers, they go to ground. And then these guys here will just go up through the bottom here, and I'm going to pull them out here. I'm going to have to shave down these guys right here to get the switches to fit in there. And then we're supposed to add a fuse on here. So there's a fuse at the battery here. Let's see. For each side, there's a fuse there, and I'm probably just gonna, I'll have to figure out where I can hook those up first before I kind of make all my connections. I'd like to get some sort of battery splitter and just, I don't know, get this crap out of the way. There's so much excess wiring too, it's kind of annoying. I get it, I know why they did it, but it's just a lot of excess here. So I'm gonna have to find a place to wrap all this up too, because there's way more than I need for the front locker, which is this wire right here. So I'm gonna zip tie these together here and run them across, and we'll film that. Okay, we've got the wiring harness run across the firewall. Kind of follows the factory engine wiring harness that are replaced. And then we've got the rear harness kind of just knotted around here. I gotta start getting underneath there. And we're gonna route that down below and along the frame rail down here. We've got the front harness sitting here. I'm gonna have to wrap up. I've got a lot of extra cordage on that for the high pinion locker. And then we'll zip tie it along the frame for the back, zip tie it along the frame and some other parts for the front. And then we'll hook this wiring up to the battery up in here somewhere. I'll probably get some more of that crap to wrap this thing in so that it's not exposed. And I think I will just mount these fuses
I don't know yet. Maybe on the box here, I'm not sure. So let's just get that part done and go on from there. All right, quick update. We've got our wiring run here to the battery. We've got it run through the firewall. We've got it run down to each locker. Let's see if I can show you that. Right down here, we've got our plugins plugged in over there. The back one is not quite finished yet. We have to splice the plug-in that came is wrong. I don't know why. Whatever, I give up. So we got these wires, which I think go to some switched ignition source, and then these are just the grounds. We ran our harness up here for front and rear locker. So we should be able to actuate those soon, as soon as I hook up the rest of the wiring here. And that's about it. I mean, we're about there. Okay, so that ends part 3 of our Land Cruiser restoration. It is a bit bright outside right now, but we did get the locker wiring all finished up. We got the console cleaned out underneath, and just show you what the wiring looks like for the switches and stuff in here. Okay, so we got all the locker wiring fixed up. I actually had to cut off the connector from the original wiring to the rear locker and modify it into the wiring harness I got from Trail Gear. So here we go. We've got our front locker, our rear locker. They are working. Let me throw a key in here. There we go. So disappointments. Again, the front locker wiring switch is not turning on. So what happens when these actually engage, this light up here will turn on this one. This light switch is not working, but you can hear them turning on and off in there. And then I added another switch up here I got from Amazon for our 8-inch LEDs up front here, our spotlights on the bumper. So that's pretty nice. It came with a real nice wiring harness for it. And I didn't really show that on the camera. I didn't record any of that because it wasn't that exciting really. And that kind of wraps up this section. Next section, we'll talk about the roof rack I got for it. We'll talk about the snorkel I installed. I did install on that. And also some wheel spacers. I put some wheel spacers on here. The fender flares are coming off. The body's getting redone. We're gonna start knocking out all the dents, and then we are going to use some Line-X, actually not Line-X, sorry. We're gonna use some Raptor liner to recoat the body. So we're gonna get all these dents fixed up here first, prime it, and then we're gonna start spraying the body down. I'm gonna leave the front fender flares on for now, and then the rear fender flares are just going to go away. I don't really like them on the rear, and we'll see about the fronts, but I think the wheel might stick out a little too far. We'll see about that. I haven't totally decided yet. These kind of are rust magnets, I think, from what I've heard. The front fender flares are kind of rust magnets from what I've heard, and collects a lot of rust, but I'm not quite sure yet because the bumper line comes out to meet these fender flares in the front here. So another dent here we're gonna pull out. So got a lot of body work to do, but it should look really awesome when it's all done because the paint right now is horrible. We're gonna leave the upper half black on the windows, and yeah, I think we're just about there. We just gotta fix some of the rusty spots here and there. It's just surface rust. And then another plan I'm kind of thinking of doing is cutting out the stock rockers here and building a set of rocker sliders that are built into the body and cutting up the floor and just welding stuff in there. I've done that before and it works really good. So that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe get some good ideas for your cruiser. And if you've got some other ones for me, let me know. I'm always up for new ideas on these things. Another plan I have is to build it's called cargo barrier to keep stuff from shooting forward if we get in a wreck or something. So I carry a lot of gear back there. And then I'd also like to replace these windows right here. The Australians have these kind of cool windows that pop open. They're not a window, they become a panel and you just pop them open. And then you can reach inside. Land Rover Defenders also have the same kind of deal, but they've got a box built in there so you can just like keep your recovery equipment right there and not have to go digging through all your stuff to get to them. And then on the back window, I think I'll put a kind of like a window screen protector on the back there too. And then everything in the back can be kept securely and nobody can get back there. So, yeah, I think that we are getting there. Things are looking good. It's getting a lot more capable. Definitely gonna go for some bigger tires. So you'll see in a video that we show you, we actually ran Cane Creek down in Moab. It's a 35-inch tall tire trail, according to most people, on these 32-inch tall tires. So it was a little sketchy. We did a lot of rock stacking. Didn't think we'd make it out. If it wasn't for the triple lockers and the Tread Pros, there's no way we would have gotten out of there. We used the crap out of the Tread Pros. They worked amazing. Rock stacking really helped in some places. We made it up Hamburger Hill, middle of the night. We were on that trail for 5 hours, but it was definitely a blast. So you'll see some video footage of that. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can see some more of the modifications on this and the truck. Thanks for watching.